We begin this half hour at the state capitol, where we are told leaders have reached agreement on the state budget.
It comes just about a week before a key budget deadline. 13 on your side, political reporter Josh Albertus joins us in the newsroom with the details. Josh.
Yeah, guys, last week we saw an interesting social media post from the Speaker of the House saying there was a glimmer of hope to meet that all-important legal but toothless July 1st budget deadline. Now that glimmer seems to be carrying on after leaders tell us they've reached a broad but central agreement.
Major news from Lansing amid its busiest season of the year and a looming deadline.
Late last night, we got an agreement on framework.
Republican House Speaker Matt Hall told reporters on Tuesday that leaders had reached a framework deal for the next state budget.
We have this framework signed by myself and Winnie Brinks and Governor Whitmer.
The framework, he explained, involves broad elements like how much will be budgeted overall for the next fiscal year.
We're not going to see any tax increases. We won't see any raid of the rainy day fund, and we will see a smaller budget than last year.
But a framework, Hall said, still leaves targets and fine details to be decided.
How much are we going to spend on each department? That's called a target. And then hopefully we get a deal on that today. I don't see why we can't get a deal on that today.
Lawmakers have looked to move quickly under a July 1st legal deadline. Much attention has been on them following last year's standoff that left the state with no new budget in place until early October and left many schools who rely on state funding scrambling to make plans.
Are there any major points that you've identified or do you expect are going to be perhaps major sticking points in getting the final deal with the finer details done?
Well, I mean, if the budget's going to be smaller than last year, then you're going to have to make cuts, right?
Cuts he felt could be made to areas of government he considers wasteful, but that could, in his view, cause a roadblock.
And then I'm sure the other obstacle will be efforts by legislative Democrats to shove the budget full of pork.
When reached for comment, the governor's office confirmed to 13 on your side a framework had been reached, putting the state on a path, her office said, to a, quote, balanced and bipartisan budget by the July 1st deadline.
We also reached out to Democratic Senate Majority Leader Brinks' spokesperson for comment and to confirm the agreement from her end. We have not yet heard back. In the newsroom, Josh Albertus, 13 on your side.